Hi, everyone. So I'm still in the process of setting up some things here. So bear with me. Hi. Um, okay. And I have to let a few people into the Zoom room, which you can also join if you want to for the future. Sign up for my newsletter, then you get exclusive access. Okay. Hmm. All right, so Facebook, okay, it's giving me trouble. All right, yeah, study, go live, go live. Okay, so hang in there. I'm so sorry for this. Hmm. Um, what is going on here? Otherwise, I will just go live on YouTube. You guys are good to go. If I cannot go live here, go da-da. Live video. Go live. Okay. That is so strange. All right. So I do this different. Plan B. All right. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you are here. So I have some issues with going live on Facebook, but I am live on YouTube. So hello, everyone. Hi there. I'm so happy you are here. Welcome to a conversation with trees. So what do you all know about trees? So those of you who know me know that all my paintings are very much inspired by nature, by trees, that trees have been an incredible contribution to my life. They have saved my life several times. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. I love all these nice compliments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, so what do you all know about trees? What is that about trees? You know, worldwide, there are tree stories. There are people who celebrate trees. There are sacred trees. There are Bodhi trees. There are ancient trees. And so there are really very old trees, and they are not always the giants. Of course, the giants are so impressive just by the sheer size of their trunks. Have you ever seen the redwoods in California? I did see them, and it's unbelievable. So what I want to do here today, first of all, so I'm also on Zoom, recording on Zoom, all right? So if you ever wanted to have a direct Zoom link where you have the possibility of asking me questions also, it's not just...
Yeah, she started late.
Hi, mute
Hello.
yourselves. Yes, hello.
Hey.
Who
Hi,
is speak?
Katia.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth. You are here.
Hi.
I'm so grateful. So we are having a tree conversation today, walking tall with trees. And so I want to start with a reading of my latest writing, actually, that came in, I want to say maybe like 2 or 3 days ago, out of the blue. And so I start this here with just reading, and then we see where we want to go. All right. So listen in as I'm reading. Trees. It's all about trees, right? Trees hold knowledge. I see them as gatekeepers, not in the sense of preventing us to go beyond this gate, but the quiet gatekeeper that holds the door of choice open for us. Trees are dreamers of future, whispering frequencies of encouragement and inspiration. And they have no point of view about us, whether we are listening to those whispers or not. They grow quietly, create peacefully, and fall with grace. They embody happiness, far outside the frantic insanity that is taken for happiness at times. Unhappiness is the glue that holds this reality together. How can we be happy in a world that is worshiping unhappiness? We can take the gods of unhappiness off of our altars of limitation and choose happiness. We dare to laugh. We look outside of Circus Maximus, where gladiator fights are constantly instigated from the ancient, repetitive playbook of war that stimulates pain, fear, and endless unhappiness. If we chose happiness and left Circus Maximus, by the way, what is Circus Maximus? It's the amphitheater in Rome where the gladiators were fighting. Okay, that was called Circus Maximus. We look outside of Circus Maximus, where gladiator fights are constantly instigated from the ancient repetitive playbook of war that stimulates pain, fear, and endless unhappiness. If we chose happiness and left Circus Maximus for good and gave up our eternal membership card to that arena of horror, we would recognize and see with our own being, with our own eyes, that there is and has always been a reality outside of the circus. And how do we get out of Circus Maximus? Well, we get up, abandon our seats, walk to the aisle and leave, even if no one is walking away with us. Even if everyone else says we cannot do it because we paid so much for our membership, even if they say we will die if we walk out, even if they say they will not be with us anymore, that there will be no support for us, that we will be all alone. And we simply wonder how much support there actually ever has been, honestly. How much this membership has actually cost us in the currency of life, in the currency of future and happiness. How much we had been funding the gods of unhappiness, how much nature has suffered due to our addiction. We keep walking, and right outside the gates of hell, we look at the blue sky, we listen to the symphony of nature, we notice there are still trees standing tall. And we place our palms gently on that trunk and we listen. And you can do this here energetically right now, as if you were there, as if you were outside this gate and you were with the trees. And you placed your hands gently on the trunk and you listen. Witnessing joy well up in our hearts, a joy so peaceful and so kind, a sense of joy that is soothing the scars of our being. The war siren sounds of Circus Maximus dissipating as echoes of the past. We lean into the trunk, so strong and so steadfast. We lean into it. All our senses find serenity. All the PTSD, all the implants, all the loops of insanity, all the distractions, all the lies and secrets, all the agendas, all the false truths, the fake news, the false fake news, the real fake news, the fake false truths of and about news, and all the toxins that came with all this, all dissipating, all releasing and melting, all undone, all detoxed in the sunshine from our hearts. We are the source. We had been tapped by a tapeworm. That tapeworm had told us that we must listen to it, feed it, and be good servants. All messages disguised and wrapped and hidden and encrypted. All gone now. We are awakened to our strength, to our being, to our light. Yes, there is a different way of being on the earth. Yes, there is a reality that I have always known is possible, is so tangible, is here now for me to choose, for us to choose. I choose it. I choose it. I chose it. I stand with the trees. What are you choosing? It's my honor to be here with you. You are powerful. You are joy. You are peace. You are ease. You are strength. You are source. So this is what I wrote the other day. And do you have any questions? For those who are with me here on Zoom, you can ask questions, you can chime in. And everyone else, let me know once the video is posted and you listen to it and you find it, you come across it. Let me know, what are your questions? What does this evoke in you? And so about trees. Are trees only wood with leaves? Trees come a lot into my work. So there's a painting here on this side that on YouTube you cannot see because the screen cuts it off. But trees show up. Trees have been an incredible contribution to me. I come across trees very often at random. I do not go seek them out, but I go on walks, on hikes in some other countries, on my journeys, or right here where I'm living in my local environment. And they catch my attention. There's all of a sudden something. And so are you aware of that? It's, you know, it's so easy to, I see many people when they hike, when they walk, they are on their cell phones and they are texting. What if we stop that and get really present in nature with the support that is there for us? So for me personally, I go into nature when everything gets crazy and intense. I just go, okay, I drop everything and I go out. I walk, or I go in the garden. I breathe and I listen. It almost feels like a reset in some way. I reset everything. And for me, nature is just incredible an incredible space, and it feels so welcoming. And all the animals that are there, and those whispers, is there more than meets the eye? And so this is the peace and the serenity that I am choosing and celebrating and making my reality. It's my reality. And no matter what is going on in the outside, I make my reality priority, let's say like this. So inspiration comes there for my art. And the inspiration is not sort of literal, meaning I don't paint exactly that tree, but I paint the energy of that tree. However that will show up. It might be an abstract painting, or it might be a tree image of some sort, but then there's always more. And to me, it's like there are beings in nature that cannot be defined. They do not have names. They don't have, nobody has discovered them or scientifically proven their existence, but they are there. They are the shimmers. They are the awarenesses that we have. They are the goosebumps that we have, and however that shows up for you. So I paint those energies, and it is an energy, it is a frequency that goes into art also. So what can art be? So today I talk about art, nature, and joy. What an incredible inspiration is nature if we only listen. And we might be, you know, I have lived in big cities, right? We might be in a big city, but there is this little piece of grass that grows somewhere. Or there is the bird that shows up at our window. Is this just random? One could say, oh, it's just a random bird that happened to land there. Or is there more to it? And then when the bird starts tapping on the window, oh, it's just random. The bird is just doing that. Is it? So I wonder. And of course, we all have our own reality. You have your reality. I have mine. Yet I chose a long time ago, like very long time ago, to be aware and to be even more aware and more aware. How much more aware can I be? And in intense times, during intense times, and we have intense times right now, there's a lot going on. It's very confusing, very dichotomous, right? It's like this and that, all this contradiction, all this polarity. It's like boom, boom, boom. It's intense, right? So what could you receive from nature? What could you all receive from nature? Just standing barefoot on the ground is an amazing tool. So I'd like to give you some tools here too. And again, if you have questions, let me know. What are your questions? We can go in so many directions, because like, what is this? I talk in metaphors when I'm writing. The Circus Maximus in Rome, Circus Maximus, right? It's like this arena of fighting, where there's a lot of violence, a lot of destruction, a lot of noise going on way back then during Caesar's times, and even longer, the games, right? And when we get caught up in that and we look only there, can we really see and receive what else there is? There is a magnetic that it has to it. The fighting and the, you know, everybody is talking about it, and we get dragged in, we get pulled in. And if we don't watch out, and we don't sort of step back a little bit and peek outside of the door and say, hey, there's a tree standing tall. Let me just for a moment walk to that tree. And you walk out of the room, you go outside and you stand by the tree, or there's this beautiful flower. What if we never lose that perception, that awareness of the little nudges of nature that are there. Like, you know, the other day I was driving and all of a sudden there were 5 bald eagles flying, and I had to stop and watch them. Most amazing display. And that's the beauty. Or on the trails I walk and there's a deer standing there and looking at me, not moving for the longest time. And I stopped too, and I stopped moving, and there was a silent conversation going on, not in words, but in energies. So what can we receive from nature that will change everything? That will get us out of the suction of this reality, out of the fighting, out of the gladiator violence, out of this movie. What if there is so much more that we can receive and that we can also put our attention on? It's always whatever we put our attention and our focus and our energy on is what we are going to get more. We pull more of that into our lives. So it's a choice. Everything is a choice. And we can make a different choice. We can still be with all the people, and it's okay. Everybody can have their point of view. That's fine. That's okay. We all have this choice, right? So I don't have to have a point of view about it. I don't align and I don't resist. I just know at the same time what my reality is. What is my reality here? What do I actually want to create for the future? Where can I place my attention today that will create the future I know is possible right away, right away? Wherever we put our energy is what we are attracting and drawing more of into our lives, right? So we don't have to engage all the time in the Circus Maximus. We can walk away. And like when I walked out of my corporate job many, many years ago, while I was still in Luxembourg, I just walked away. I left. And some people got really scared. Some of my colleagues, they freaked out for me. And did they freak out for me, or did they freak out for themselves? Because they also knew that they could make that choice, but they didn't, but I did it. So here I was, like a live example of that choice standing in front of them, and that freaked them out, right? So it's okay. It's okay. But what if their freak out never makes us freak out, but really getting clear by really focusing on our own source. We are the source, and we need to then pull into our center, right here in the center, pull into our hearts, pull in, not out there. We are a lot of us, including me, I'm a lot out there with everyone else. Then it's like, oh. Oh, Bettina, stand tall like a tree. How does a tree go? Does a tree get into everybody else's world? If you think of the energy of a tree, what is this energy of a tree? Yes, what is it, right? Think about it for a moment. What is this energy of a tree? What do you perceive when you see a tree? Like, have you ever seen a tree that made you gasp? It's like, oh, wow. Have you ever looked at this cherry tree or a plum tree or a pear tree when they start making flowers? Have you marveled at them? Because it's a future delicious fruit. Like what? Think about it. All this creation energy that the tree uses to make fruit for you, whether you pick it directly or you buy it in a supermarket. A tree somewhere in the world created that fruit for you and for your body. And when we get that, the benevolence and the love of a tree, When we really receive that, it changes everything. It changes the quality of the fruit that we eat. It changes what we can receive from that tree because we have gratitude, gratitude, gratitude for trees, gratitude for their being here, gratitude for the shade that they provide, gratitude for the beauty of the bark. Look at the bark. Really look at it. Bark is so varied. Some are very slick and smooth, like the birch. Is it the birch? Not the birch. Oh, I always forget the name. Buche. It's the German word. It's a big tree like an oak, but their bark is very slick, very slick. It doesn't have these deep crevices like the oak has. And then look at the bark, like really look at it. The trees during the winter, by the way, they are making wood. They don't put their energy in making leaves, but they make wood. They strengthen their trunk. How much can we now that it is, well, we are going into spring right now, but we can still choose to strengthen our trunk, to strengthen our core, right? By bringing energies back into our center versus dispersing it out with everyone else out there and getting caught up in the fighting, getting caught up in the yes and no and pros and cons and whatever that is. It is so confusing, right? So for now, let's just do a brief exercise. Just relax. I will not make this very long. So as I don't get any questions here right now, I want to sort of, I don't want to keep you too long on here, all right? So just relax wherever you are. If you are walking, if you are sitting somewhere, you might be in the most busy subway station or in a train or in a car or whatever, or you might be on a trail in nature. Whatever you do, wherever you are, just take a long inhale, really deeply breathing in and exhale. And bring up a beautiful tree you have seen or met somewhere, just a tree, a big tree or a small tree, a tiny tree, a tree that caught your attention. And bring it into your awareness. You can close your eyes. That tree, or maybe you see one right now. That tree. And connect with it. Connect with the roots, the trunk, the branches. Connect with the energy of that tree. What does this tree know about you? What does this tree know about me? What do you, tree, you beautiful tree, what do you know about me that I don't know about me, that I have never acknowledged? And if you are with a physical tree, place your hands on that tree. If you do not have a physical tree there, but it's energetic there with you, energetically connect with it. Place your hands on it. We can do that. Even if you think I'm talking crazy here, just go for it for a moment. It's an experiment, all right? Place your hands on the tree and notice the energy. What can your body receive from the tree? And breathe. What would the tree love to contribute to you today? For now and for the future. And receive. Receive. Let that flow in, let that flow through. Know that your body is better at receiving than you might have ever acknowledged. Just doesn't have to feel like anything or like some like world-changing event. No, very subtle, Just notice, is your body relaxing? Is there less tension in your shoulders? Is some intensity / pain diminishing or going away? Breathe in and just connect. Allow that. Allow earth. Allow the tree to contribute to you. And so when you do this on your own, you can make this as long as you want. Notice what is changing. Notice what is different with your body. Okay? And then that energy, expand it out, make it bigger, as if your entire body and your entire being is flooded with that energy from the tree. Notice. There's a tree song. There are tree whispers. Notice what is sparkling in you. Is there inspiration? Do you have an idea? Is there maybe more joy in you? Is there maybe a sense of possibility coming up? Is there maybe like a happiness? Like there might be an energy of a door opening, and we don't have to know what that is exactly. Does it feel good though? That's the most important part. Does this feel good? If there is the sense of a door opening, allow it to open. It might be the door outside of Circus Maximus. Let it open. Ah. We all have tree companions. Some people call them fairy companions. Fairies, trees, beings. We don't need to name them. That's also the beauty about the tree. We don't have to name them. It's not even just a visual. We see them and there's something that makes us so happy. Is this the visual only of the tree, or is it the energy of the tree, right? So relax with that. Relax into this and allow this to be with you all the time. And allow it to unravel. It will be a process of opening more and more and more. And now to wrap this up, let's give our gratitude to the tree. Thank you so much, tree. Thank you so much for this beautiful energy. And what contribution can I be to you now? And let's send our energy to the tree. Whatever that energy is, your essence, your source, your being, your beauty, your joy, your frustration, your whatever. Trees don't have a point of view, by the way. They don't have a point of view about the good and the bad. All energy. Everything is energy. The most important about energy is where do we invest it? Where do we invest our energy? Where do we put it? Which channel do we funnel it into? Okay. How's everybody doing? So, art and inspiration and joy and nature. For me, they are one. And this energy is flowing into my works, into my paintings, into my art, into my wearable art, which I'm wearing here, into my writing. And so what did you all come here to create? What did you all come here to create? Whether you watch this today or in the future, sometime when you come across it, what did you come here to create? And what do you know about trees? Again, the question, are they just wood with leaves? Or is there more? Forest bathing, have you heard of it? in Japan, they do forest bathing. They sit by trees and be there because there's a whole tree chemical environment that has elements and minerals and nutrients that don't have names, and we don't need to know what they are in order to receive them. Yes. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, that was a visual. Funny. There was a hand raised here, but it was myself by moving my hands. I have to put my hands down on Zoom. I did not raise my hand to ask myself a question. No, I didn't. Okay, so anyway, I will let you go. Thank you so much for being here today. If you would like more of this, let me know. I hope it was a contribution. And go to my blog, earthangelgallery.blogspot.com, to read all my writings, where also this text is that I just read to you today. Find me on Instagram at Bettina Medini. I'm on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel, as you guys on YouTube know. Subscribe to my channel and also to my newsletter if you want to at bettinamedini.art. And I see you somewhere, sometime. I might do some workshops also, who knows? First of all, I'm going to travel a little bit and show my art. I also have a summer art tour, which you will find on my website, bettinamedini.art and bettinamedini.com. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day and be strong, be joyful, and be you. Thank you so much, Bev. Oh, she says here, it happens. I am facilitating a workshop, Stepping into the Wisdom of Trees, on Monday. Wow. Great. Have a wonderful workshop, Bev. Everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy, and I see you somewhere sometime. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.